This is God Off Topic.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jason.
I'm Misha. We talk about everything from Disney movies
To blowjobs.
And everything in between. Hopefully we don't offend.
We probably will.
This is
God Off Topic.
We're back. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, cheers. We got an extra glass in there. We'll explain that in a second. All right, we got a special show today. Our topic today is a would you rather topic.
It's more like a would you rather show about multiple topics.
Well, actually, there probably will be multiple topics, but in order to...
White people. Don't understand nothing.
We will be asked these would you rather by a special guest that we're having back on the show. A friend of our audience's and more of a friend of mine.
Also, my wife.
Yes, she's back.
Hey, everyone.
She's back.
She is back.
You hear the excitement brimming.
Oh, yeah, I just...
Wait, that's not the right word. Brewing?
Yeah, I lost out on this vote. But here we are.
I remember you begging her to come back on.
No.
That's how it was described to me.
It literally happened like 20 minutes ago.
Well, you're back. Let's get through it. So, here we are.
Can't change it now.
Yep,
Would you rather?
We're already going, so... Oh, boy.
Would you rather not be able to do this podcast again, or have her on again and do it in the comfort of this?
Oh,
office?
I'm always going to do this podcast. I'm a staple here. It's our guests that are going to change periodically.
Yeah, that's true.
But I can manage one more podcast.
So, Mike's having microphone issues.
I'm sorry. Y'all know how hard this was for me last time. But I'm gonna push through and I'm gonna make this work this time.
That's big of you.
You're a real trooper,
that's
Mike.
real big of you,
You're a
Mike.
real trooper.
Thank you.
Man, it's people like you that make this worth living.
Well, I'm sacrificing
all that
here.
suicide talk in the last podcast. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna live.
I'm just glad you're here to join. To enjoy this with us.
I'm about to leave. Actually,
No, don't do that.
All right.
All right.
So, Katie is
here we
going to
go.
be bringing the topics to us of...
And providing my input.
Well,
Obviously, I would have put that.
yeah, we told her she can have some limited input here. She could ask us the question, we'll answer it, she'll give a quick answer, move on to the next question. That's kind of the rules here.
But I'm also not allowed to sit next to Mike.
Yeah, she's 2 seats over.
Nisha wouldn't move or else it would be...
No, exactly. It would
and
be
he didn't want to
3.
be staring at her the entire time.
All right, so are we going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First is break from our sponsors. All right, and we're back.
We're back.
All right, so some of these we have said before, some are new to y'all's ears, but would you rather sell all of your possessions or donate one organ to someone in need?
Could I pick the organ?
Sure.
Why?
What possessions would I... Like all my
What
possessions?
organ would you donate? Yes,
I mean,
all of your
probably a
possessions.
Kidney. Somebody could actually use the kidney more than they can use my possessions.
Your kidney, sir?
Yeah.
That was Dr.
Have you
Pepper
seen me
drink?
pee? It's very clear.
I don't know. I've been involved with some of the stuff you've done to that kidney because I've done the same thing. We could not donate kidneys or livers.
Probably more livers than kidneys.
So we're out of that one. I guess you and I are donating our possessions.
I'm not. I'm donating kidney.
You already said
Well,
that.
kidney.
What if you
I don't
get to
think
choose
you
the
are.
organ?
What is it? What is a saw?
What? Yeah.
You
Maybe.
either have to give one of your organs that I pick.
What if you have to decide first, and they're like, okay, well, this is the one you're going to give. But you have to commit to it first.
What if they want my heart?
Well, an organ that you would still be alive if you donated.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I guess we could do that one. I don't know. Can I keep any of my... Like, if I could just keep, like, one guitar.
Sell all of your possessions.
You do actually have some pretty good possessions, so that is a tough one.
That's it. I do the organ.
Like,
There's a couple I would...
Can I be on the buying list?
There's a
of the
couple I would
possessions?
buy from you, so that they wouldn't go far.
I would rather lose an organ than my Stormtrooper and guitars. Han Solo and Darth Vader. What about you, Mike?
But see, I would buy that, though, and it would at least be in a
Do you
good
want
spot.
me to... Yeah.
Nisha.
No.
Can I choose both?
No. You'd rather get rid... Oh, she hates
Yeah, you
possessions
don't like
and
possessions.
organs.
Yeah, I don't like organs either. Fuck off organs. No, I like to think that if somebody needed an organ, I would give them one.
Yeah, that's what
But also, I'm currently in the process of getting rid of all my stuff as it is, so. That was a boring one for me.
Arr.
All right.
Now,
Mike,
see,
did you answer, Mike?
I didn't answer. Our guest didn't
Okay,
even
we're
ask me.
moving on.
Obviously.
So moving on to the next question.
Damn.
You started
You
this.
didn't
Well, that's
You
fine.
started this, sir.
That's okay.
Go ahead, Mike. You want me to
Um,
go last? Because she hasn't answered either.
I would sell possessions because you could rebuy them. You can't rebuy an organ.
But you could help somebody if you donated an organ.
But somebody can
No,
donate an organ to
this
you.
shit's going in the ground with me.
You want to be buried? Oh, would you rather be buried than cremated?
That's not a would you rather.
Cremated.
That's
Our
later on the
guest-
list.
Okay.
Our guest, a favorite of our audience, listening audience, hasn't asked that yet.
Okay, well.
So, what's the
On the
next?
list.
What's
What's
the
the next
next
topic?
question?
So would you rather be?
Whoa.
Oh god.
I would donate an organ.
Yeah, see?
It's the humanely thing to do.
I was going to say, it's not a selfish thing. It's not that I would want all my possessions. It's that I would rather donate
I would rather
an
help
organ
somebody.
to someone who needs
Yeah.
it.
For sure.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Uh-huh.
I would rather not. I
Oh
don't care
god.
about
So
my
I look
possessions.
bad here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's all right, guys.
That's great.
that's cool. I think I'd have a tough scar, too. It looks pretty cool. Pick up chicks in a bar. See that? Knife fight.
They'd
And
be
I
getting
just
a-
took my organ out because it was already...
Sitting next to your wife.
They'd be getting a pretty tough liver organ from you too, kidney, whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe my colon.
So next
Some
on the
people need
list.
colons.
While I don't know your colon that well, I'm looking forward to meeting
Somebody
it.
needs a colon, damn.
Somebody needs a colon.
I think you donate colons. Do you?
Well,
You can donate
after you're
anything,
dead,
right?
I think.
Ah.
Hit us
You
up on
probably get a
Facebook
colon.
if you know anything about donating colons.
Or if you need a colon,
If you need a colon, we got an extra one.
Do we?
Do we?
Do we know?
All right. So,
Jason might.
would you rather be cremated or buried?
Cremated.
Cremated.
Yeah, I don't know. This entire time.
I mean,
I'm take the organs you want and need and
then-
cremate
Yeah,
the rest.
exactly. I feel this exact same way.
Yeah, I don't care. I honestly don't care what happens to me after I die.
I would say at that point, yes, for me, you could take the organs, but I want to be buried.
Why?
I just want to be buried. Have a burial place where people can come and
They can spread your ashes.
No, they do have that.
You can have
you
an
can still
headstone.
have like a memorial, like a
Urn.
headstone somewhere without
No,
you being
I don't want a
physically
memorial. I
buried
want a
there.
spot where
Well, they
I'm
can
at.
put your ashes in safe
No.
space. Do you have a problem with being burned?
No.
You afraid of fire?
No, I
I
would
am.
like to be buried.
But I'll be dead, so it doesn't matter.
True.
Are you afraid?
That's
of
my biggest fear is burning alive. Yeah, 100%.
But you-
Wow.
It
Those
creeps
of you
me out.
listening at home,
And-
Nisha
and-
just had a gag reflex
and
to the
all
thought
these-
of being
well,
burned.
'cause
our
I just-
apologies
my
to any
mind was-
listeners in California right now.
No, my mind went straight to
Oh.
like burned
Too soon,
skin,
Mike, too
like
soon.
black and red, and gross and nasty. That's what. But yeah, it's because of all these wildfires that I've been thinking about it a lot again, and so many people have burned in their houses, and it's scary as shit. Moving on.
Moving on.
Wait, hold on. So there's the things where you can become a tree after you die. You wouldn't want to do that either. You would be a tree.
How would
Put a
you become a
plaque-
tree?
Just don't.
You get buried in like a pod.
Yes, I don't really know how it works.
Like you
science.
contribute to the tree. Your ashes.
Become
Listen,
part of the tree.
that is complete
But just
bullshit.
don't get planted in California and you'll be fine.
Well, that's true.
Too soon, Nish. Too soon.
Wow.
Actually, by
I
the
think
time
that's
this
a kind of a
podcast
cool
goes up,
idea.
it'll probably be in a rainy season.
I kind of like
Probably.
that idea.
Typically
though.
have our floods. in
I
it.
don't like. Why do you care if you're buried? Like,
Well, at that point, I guess it really doesn't matter. It's on the family to figure out what's better for them financially.
Not if
It's
you do
not going to be a
will.
burial.
But
I'll tell you
yes.
that.
If you
I
have
would
a
say
will,
buried.
you need
I would
to
say buried.
specify.
I'm sticking to buried.
so we all go cremation. You go buried.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're silently judging you right now.
Well, you're just a guest. I won't be judged after this show anymore.
All right. Would you rather be a reverse centaur or a reverse mermaid or merman?
Wait, hold on. Can,
So centaur,
I need a better picture.
a
of this.
horse as a head,
Yeah.
human as a body,
Oh, okay.
or a reverse mermaid, so a
Okay.
fish head, human body.
Those are all both pretty rough.
Yeah, that's a. You want to try this?
Horse head, human body, or fish head, human body. Right?
Correct.
I'm gonna say horse head, human body.
Why?
Because people like mammals more than fish.
I'm gonna have one.
You don't really want to smell like a fish.
I don't want to smell like a fish. And, well, that would have gotten weird. I was like, because people like mammals more, and then they just want to like
That's not what I was thinking.
pet.
That's not what I was
I
saying.
know
either.
where your mind's going.
In fact, Niche, on our podcast After Dark, we will ask you when you're a guest on our podcast about that.
Where does that come from?
You just
Like
made... What?
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Like the fish analogy.
Now we're back to got off topic.
Half the table went silent. Mike, where does that come from?
I do not know because I've never come across any fishy, stank ass stuff. Have you? Any fishy? I mean, come on,
No,
fishy?
not fishy.
No.
No. Niche?
I was waiting
Honey, you ever come across any gamey fishy?
I have not. No.
No. There's still time.
There is still time.
We're young.
That was a good question.
Not
Where did the
according to
fish
you.
come from?
You keep saying how old you are.
Well, I'm not young. She's young.
Or
But wise.
Okay, well, would you centaur or mermaid?
I would centaur.
I go centaur.
Yeah.
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 I don't
Why?
wanna-
No fish.
I don't want to still like a...
Because people like mammals
fish.
more than fish.
That's not the reason, but that's a good
They're
reason.
cuter.
What's your reason?
And horses are amazing.
I just would rather
It would just be
be a
better.
horse than a fish.
It would
Yes.
just
I
be
feel like you
better.
could walk. Like, you can't walk as a merman.
Why? Oh, because you'd have to be in the water.
Yeah. Well, no, you have fins.
I guess you'd have to breathe underwater. You could walk on land, but you have to breathe underwater, which is just...
Well, that's the
put a
reverse.
re- a
That's the
reverse
reverse
tank.
merman. But like just a regular merman.
So fish head, right?
Regular.
I've changed the would you rather
Oh.
to just be a
So
centaur.
this is like Merman
merman.
from
oh,
He-Man.
no, definitely a mermaid.
He-Man
in that case,
merman.
If it was
So
regular.
legs with a fish head or fish... Like a...
A
Regular.
human- Little Mermaid.
Regular.
Oh, so like a fish bottom.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely a mermaid.
No, I mean, like,
How
you
do
then
you
got-
have
you could
sex as a
walk.
merman?
There's a whole, I mean, if you have company under the sea.
Have you
these
seen
two are with
Splash?
me.
Do they have sex in
But
Splash?
she turned into a human.
That's
Wow.
what mermaids do.
But also, humans are crazy, and if you were a centaur walking around on land, you would be a science experiment.
Mm-hmm.
You would have you not seen Splash? She was a science experiment.
Was she?
Yeah.
Don't get
When
caught.
she got caught.
Don't get caught.
Well, don't get caught as a centaur.
I would rather be a robot.
That's not an option.
That's more machine than man. I want to be Darth Vader.
Mike would be scared of
the
you at
bird.
that point.
I'd be curious.
You'd-
That's
yeah,
for sure. I'd be
it's
curious.
What kind of junk you got going on down there?
Yeah, especially if
It's
you're
like a lightsaber. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Yep. Moving on.
All right. Would you rather be beautiful or handsome and stupid, or intelligent but ugly?
Intelligent.
And I feel like I got the best of both worlds.
Well, intelligent definitely helps with the income.
Yeah.
So, I'd say intelligent.
You can make friends. There's some people who aren't.
Because there's a
so
lot of other
superficial.
It's
intelligent
really easy to
people.
say that we're all attractive people. Like we've never
Well, thanks.
walked in ugly people's
Thanks,
shoes.
This guy?
Yeah, you got it going on.
I'd say intelligent.
I'd probably
we're
go
we're
with
all on the
intelligent,
same page.
too.
What, intelligent?
We could still be friends together
Yeah.
with each other.
But we'd be
edit that one
literally bumping uglies.
I hope you're a centaur.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't want to live the stereotype, the fishy stereotype.
Oh, no.
All right.
You smell like fish. I am a fish. God damn it!
Yeah.
See these
I'm
gills?
fucking half fish.
All right. Would you rather have skin that changes color based on your emotions, or tattoos appear all over your body depicting what you did yesterday?
Well, I live a pretty boring life, so I don't have tattoos.
Yeah.
Me sitting on a couch watching.
Anisha like a big chest plug.
Sleeping, just Z's everywhere.
The tattoos would be cool. If you've seen one of Nisha and I's favorite movies, well, favorite recent Disney movies, Moana, the tattoo is a pretty big part of that movie.
I have not seen.
So,
I wouldn't want those tattoos, though.
well, not those tattoos, but it's pretty cool.
Wait, would you have to go through the pain of the tattoo every single day?
Or just
It says
appear.
tattoos appear.
Oh,
all
they
over
just
your
appear.
body.
Yeah, definitely the tattoos.
Tattoos.
Because you could wear clothes, too, if you didn't like what you did.
All over your body.
Yeah, clothes.
like your face too.
Sure.
Ski
Tattoo.
mask.
Tattoos.
I don't like.
I don't know.
I don't like to talk about my emotions.
But then that would be
so
like
much, so.
people could judge you on what you did yesterday.
If you wear clothes.
Not if you did the right thing.
All right.
And
I don't
the
care if
three of
people
us
see a
do the
tattoo
right
of me
thing.
Masturbating.
Wah, wah, wah.
I'm a proud masturbator.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah. You can see the tattoo.
All right.
You got one?
I get a motion tattoo. Either that or put it on something that jiggles. It looks like it's going up and down.
Stupid.
All right. Would you rather relive the same day for 365 days or lose a year of your life?
Did you just lose a year of your life? I would rather lose a year of my life.
Me too.
I'd rather
For sure.
relive the same day.
Why?
It's just, as you relive it, you realize, shit, I'm reliving this. So you just try different, more bold
I mean, that
things
is a good point. You could do
As
it.
as the year goes on, right? You realize, shit, I'm reliving this day again, and you try bolder
Can you imagine?
things.
That's an interesting point. Though. You can think of all the shit you could do if you knew the
But,
same day was going to
no,
be the
but
same.
can you actually
Hell
change?
yeah.
So Groundhog's Day scenario.
Oh, so you can change.
So if it's a different...
But
so you can make
you
it,
end with the same result each time.
you start over.
so you have
yeah,
to live
So
one
you
day.
could really be
360
bold.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
like he did. Like he did all kinds of crazy shit. Like killed himself like 50 different ways. Like,
But on day
robbed
like
banks.
280 something, are you like, I've done everything I really want to do, and now I'm just reliving the same day? Now it does
Well,
say
you can travel the world and still wake up the next same day with all that money in your bank account still. So it would only suck if you started.
I mean, if
at
you
the
could do
beginning.
different stuff, but it was just like...
it says relive the same day.
Didn't say
I
how
might
to
want to
live
do
it.
that.
Just
I might want
relive
to do
it.
that. I'm changing
Okay.
my answer.
So
I think I'm
if-
changing my
if
answer.
you
I'm
literally-
a trendsetter here.
if you literally had to go through the same thing every day, I would rather lose a year of my life. But if
The
you
same
could change
exact
the
day,
day up
yeah.
like Bill Murray did in Groundhog Day, that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, we
that'd be
just
cool.
had this topic in our last podcast.
Because you would
about
never have to worry
routine.
about money or anything. You just because it's
Exactly.
Just
Well,
repeat every
yeah.
day. You could murder somebody. then
What
one
if you
day
had
could-
$2 in your bank account
Yeah, that's the only way it would suck. I'd go with the
and an empty gas tank?
You lose a year.
I would rob somebody and then
Where
Well, you do it, you
where
won't,
you
right?
gonna
The
go,
day
Jay?
ends the
You don't know
same.
people. Do you know people?
look, man, give me $40 for gas. Yeah, it's that big.
All right.
Anyway,
Moving on.
So I guess we're all reliving the same day. I changed y'all's
Not her.
mind on that.
yeah, I would.
You
do
would
that.
rather lose a year, like
I don't know.
You brought up some valid points.
Well, thank you.
For
I
once.
like to
I
contribute.
can't admit that Mike is right, though. So,
Are you changing your opinion?
no.
All
I
right.
might have to lose a year just to say that.
Well, our audience may not, but I thank you for that.
Sorry, darling. We're going to have one less anniversary.
it's the
Because
same day to me every day.
Because of
I don't know where you're gonna be. but I'm gonna be on July 40th or 14th, whatever.
July 40th.
Yeah, it's gonna be the 40th July day of the same day.
So going back to, would you rather be beautiful, handsome, and stupid, or
No, I'd rather be. I mean,
the
intelligent.
joke because of July 40th?
Mm,
I know that's why I'd rather be smart because I ain't real smart right now.
Oh, boy.
On this party.
All right. Would you rather have a clown only you can see that follows you everywhere and just stands silently in the corner watching you without doing or saying anything,
that's creepy.
or having a real life stalker who dresses like the Easter Bunny that everyone can see?
Real life stalker.
I'd say real life stalker. At least you can do something about
You
it.
can do something about it, and other people will not think you're crazy because that's just like you torturing yourself or getting tortured silently because nobody will believe you.
Here's the conundrum.
Talk to me, Jay.
Okay, listen, Nish. So
If he texts you, he better text me.
if you kill your stalker, would it just reappear? Would he appear the next
We're
day?
off of Groundhog's Day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
We're not
you
on
could
that
just-
one anymore.
If you had a real life stalker, you could just fucking murder his ass and then you'd be done. Whereas the clown, like,
Be there
it'd
forever.
pretty awkward to be banging somebody and there's a clown watching in the corner. I mean, I guess you'd
They
get
wouldn't
used to
see
it.
it.
Yeah, well, you would.
Mike is attempting to open
He'd
a
be
beer
all
bottle
fucking
right
penny-wising on your ass. Oh.
Success.
Hit it.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
That's not weird at all.
Exactly. That's why I would go with the Easter Bunny.
Yeah,
So we're all on the Easter Bunny.
we're all an Easter Bunny.
Easter
Yeah.
Bunny.
You could punch him in the nose every once in a while, too.
Yeah, you
I
could
don't
just-
think I'm going to throw in that you can't kill him. Like, he has to stay with you, or else it would not be a would you rather question.
The Easter Bunny has to stay with you?
Yes.
forever?
You can't kill the Easter Bunny, Nisha.
Damn it.
Damn it, Nisha. Ruin it for everybody.
I would still go Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny.
I don't know, man. Yeah, if you can't kill him, I mean, that's a rough
You don't want the creepy clown standing in the corner staring at you?
At least nobody else would know, though.
Exactly. You
But
would torture.
I like-
you would be
I'm on
tortured
Easter
in
Bunny.
silence.
So but you'd spend every day of your life saying this fucking Easter Bunny won't leave me alone. You'd go fucking crazy.
You won't
Where's
go
it-
crazy with the fucking
I
clown
feel
standing on your
like
shoulder?
if he can't say anything, he would just stand there in the corner watching you.
No,
Just
that
get
is
used to it.
creepy as shit. No.
Whereas somebody dressed as the Easter Bunny is adorable.
But you... Does he have teeth?
They
Does
better
he
be
look like
hiding
the
some
Don-
eggs.
They look like
What
the
was
Donnie
that?
Darko.
Yeah, I was going to
bunny.
say the Donnie
the
Darko
Donnie
bunny.
one, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be creepy.
But you have friends and stuff that can, like, they see him and they can, help
So
him.
you'd spend every day trying to lose him, though.
Does he ever make contact with you? Or he just,
No,
like...
he says he stands in the corner silently. And
No,
never
no,
do
the
anything.
Easter
Oh,
Bunny.
Easter Bunny.
Or does he just peer through the window?
Which would make it worse.
Well, if he contacted you, I mean...
Okay, yes, he contacts you.
I don't know.
I don't know,
think I'd still
man.
go Easter Bunny.
Easter Bunny.
Okay.
I think I would just adjust to the clown. It would be awkward, peeing. Some clown sitting there watching you pee or taking a crap or something.
I just imagine,
At some point, hey,
like,
can you pass that?
I just imagine, like, the clown of the scariest scary movie just, like, in the dark with, like, the creepiest makeup on
You
him.
go watch it.
Sharp teeth.
Well, it's not the Easter Bunny that you sit on his lap in the mall.
No,
Like,
I'm not
it's
thinking
a-
about that at all. Not the Easter Bunny. I imagine Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I go clown. That Donnie Darko one was freaky.
All right.
He was.
Would you rather wake up as a new random person every year and have full control of them for the whole year, or once a week spend a day inside a stranger without having any control of them?
So every year you would become somebody different?
Yes, but you have full control of what they do. Or every week you spend a day in a stranger without having any control.
A year's a long time.
So it'd either be Quantum Leap
Yeah, you want to be Quantum Leap
or...
Huh.
Oh, that's a good one.
I would spend the year with somebody you can control.
And then it would just change every
It
year.
would be a year, right? But at least it would change every
But
year.
what
I know
if-
a year is a long time, but that's also a year to do a lot of
So
shit.
you would,
Yeah,
in
but what if
effect,
you go from
cease to
being-
exist?
Like, insanely rich and you adjust to that lifestyle in
And
a
then you
year.
become a
And then you
poverty-stricken person in Arkansas.
that is also full of diseases. For a year.
Damn.
But you can control what you do in that
Yeah.
disease-ridden person.
Well, there's no more Obamacare.
I'm gonna say the
SOL.
once a week. I want to say
I
the
mean,
once a week thing.
the once a week
Yeah, I
thing
think so,
is
too.
Walk in someone's shoes
kind
for-
of cool for like the voyeur
Yeah, I mean,
aspect.
just to see what somebody else does. for
yeah,
that day.
I think it would make you.
Once
But
a
just
week.
think if you're in
A
that,
better,
if you're
well-rounded
watching
person.
them, but realize, oh shit, I could actually be controlling something like this. Now, a year's a long time, though.
That's a very long time.
Yeah, especially if you end up in somebody you hate. Or
Yeah,
can't
that's
stand.
true. No, I'm going to stick to the.
Year, just
Yeah,
because,
I'm sticking to
just
the year.
because-
Oh yeah.
I think I'd go week.
yeah, for
I would
sure.
too.
1 week.
Just
Or once a week.
you
yeah.
could almost just take a break. Like, I don't have to worry about anything for like a week.
But what if it's like a criminal and you're spending the week in them and you can't do anything about what they're doing?
Well, once you're not them anymore, you could probably
That could happen though. With,
Ooh.
set yourself up to tell on him.
That's good.
He'd be like, I'm going to tell on you.
so, yeah. Wait till next
I'm
week.
saying
buddy.
that- I'm
I'm
telling
gonna
you.
tell on
Wait
you.
till
sir.
next week.
Wait till
You're going
next-
down in a week, buddy. We'll find out where we live.
All right.
Seats it all. Where were you? I was inside him.
I was
Saw it all.
inside
So
of
you're a part of it then. Oh wait, no. I have no control.
Whoa,
I was,
whoa, whoa,
but I'm
whoa.
No
not now.
control.
All right. Would you rather be an amazing artist but not
Yes.
be able to see any of the work that or any of the art that you created, or be an amazing musician but not be able to hear any of the music you create?
Artist. I don't give a fuck about art.
So you'd rather be an artist that can produce art that you can't see?
Yeah. or versus being a musician that you can't hear what you could. Yeah, I'd rather be an artist that I can't see.
So it's.
But I'm not blind. I just can't see.
Would
my
you
art.
rather
Right.
be deaf or blind? Is pretty much what
Well,
it
no,
is.
is it 100% or is it just
Oh, if it's
with what
deaf
you
or
create?
blind, I'd rather be blind or deaf than blind.
Oh yeah, me too.
Okay, but I think this is just specific to the art or music that you
Yeah,
create.
I would rather not be able to see my art.
Yes, me too.
versus my music.
Me as well.
Me too.
Deaf. I would rather not be able to
Damn
hear.
right.
I want to see.
You're
Just for
Come
fun,
on.
you just can't
You're
see a
just voting
painting. Man.
against
You can
us.
see, you just can't see your art.
Oh, see your. If you're
Yeah.
looking at it,
Strictly what you create.
Like you
I
paint
don't
something,
know.
and
I
people
think
are like,
y'all
"Man,
are
that's
looking-
the new Mona Lisa." You're
I
like,
think
can't see shit.
y'all are looking way too much into this. Would you rather? I think.
Maybe you're looking too
Well,
much.
maybe I am, but I'm going to be artist just to throw a wrench in it.
Honey?
I don't want to hear it.
I'm not an artist or a musician, so I have no...
You could
I
argue
think-
that none of us are.
I think I would rather... I think I'd rather do... Like, I want to be able to hear the music I do, so I say art.
Yeah,
Nobody cares about art.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
Except for
Artists.
rich people.
Artists. And rich people.
I'm gonna sell that one day. It's new Jackson Pollock. It's amazing.
All right, would you rather be born again in a totally different life or born again with all of the knowledge you have now? Not the same life you have now, but all of the knowledge.
So I would just know what I know now in a new body.
But you can't
Versus-
control the new life that you're born into. You choose the first
But
one.
what was the first one?
Would you rather be born again in a totally different life or born again?
I would rather be born again with the
Already
knowledge
have it
that
all.
I
Oh,
already
that's what I was
know.
about to
Yes,
say.
I think
That's
we
what I
would
was
all
saying.
want to
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
have that.
Because you sound like some kind of fucking super genius. Let me tell you about the Declaration. Oh, I know all about that shit. Let me tell you. You're 2 years old. I know. I got all kinds of knowledge. 43 years worth of it. Can't remember any of it. 'Cause
Well, I would one of the things that I liked the school I went to, but one of the things I regret the most is going to school for what I went to school for. And so I would definitely, the knowledge I have now would prevent that. And if you could go through high school, like all your K through 12 again, knowing what you knew, you could get
That's
like
true.
top of your class, have the best opportunities going into college, choose a different degree to go into.
Well, I
and
think-
you could tell you'd be like, hey, I know my knowledge tells me I need to fucking
Stocks?
hunker down, study,
Stock
and
markets?
go to college.
You could invest in Twitter as soon as it fucking pops up, and Facebook.
Oh, are you going into the past, or are you just born with the knowledge that you already have?
Yeah. So
You're not going
that makes
back
sense.
43 years and starting over.
That makes
No.
sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay, yeah, sorry. I take that.
The knowledge would still help.
The knowledge
It would.
be useful.
I'd rather do that.
Okay.
Zipping right along.
Zipping right along. Would you rather be reincarnated as a fly
Nope.
or cease to exist?
Cease
to
to exist.
Mike.
Bullshit! You gotta be reincarnated. You don't just cease
As
to
a
exist.
fly?
Shit.
As a fly?
you know where places I could fly
only
around
live
and
You
for
live.
live, you live for like a
anyway.
day.
And then
Okay, well that's a day more than y'all got.
all you want to do is fly around and eat shit all day?
Hey, whatever, man. You see the shit I could see when I'm flying into.
We have a lot of eye.
Well, I do have a lot of. Yeah, I see about 8 times per eye, right?
I don't
12
know.
times, whatever it is.
It's a decent amount of seeing.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of seeing.
All I know it's a lot of goddamn seeing.
It's a lot of banging when I fly into somebody's room that's like a stranger.
I would just find the hottest person I could find and just sit on their dressing room and watch them bang for 24 hours. and
That's
then I
how I'm
would die.
spending my one day in life right before
As a
this fly
fly.
dies.
I would land on that fishy.
Oh God!
Nope.
Now we get back to fish.
Nope. All right. Would you rather wake up each morning to find that a random animal appendage has replaced your non-dominant arm,
Look at a whale penis. Think of that.
or
true.
permanently replace your bottom half with an animal bottom of your choice?
Oh, well, that's a good one too.
Oh man.
Why, thank you, Mike.
Permanently replace. Permanently.
So you wake up with a new animal appendage.
On your non-dominant
one.
arm.
Randomly.
So
But it
Random one.
could be like an elephant's ear.
Or you can choose what you want to wake up with, bottom half of your body.
And that
right?
one's permanent?
Permanent.
I'd go with that
Well,
one.
you know.
What would you choose?
Well, that's a whole nother question. Y'all start answering and let me see if I can figure this out.
oh, it's a tough one.
You mentioned the horse earlier. I'd probably want the bottom half of a horse.
You haven't answered the would you rather.
That's
You
what
just
he's saying.
asked.
He's saying he'd rather wake up as a bottom half of a horse.
Bottom half
Okay.
of a horse, yeah. Or a horse. That's it.
So you want to be a centaur,
I guess so.
even in
but-
this question too.
No, but it's reversed now.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the normal centaur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the normal one. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Narnia kind.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I
I'm
guess
banging
either way, it would be hard to date.
Who?
Oh, well, I don't know, but I'll
Another
find
horse?
somebody. I'll find
Another
somebody.
horse.
Somebody would, yeah.
Yeah, somebody would want to try that out.
Somebody or
somebody, whoever. Somebody
or
would.
another horse.
Well, it doesn't matter.
God. Gross.
You could go down to Cuba and be a part of some shows down
That's
there.
fine. That's okay, too.
Make some money.
Did you answer?
Uh-huh. Moving on.
What was your answer?
I don't remember.
What
Got to
are
answer.
These are actually some of the easier would
mean-
you rather questions I've come across. So
So you said you'd rather take
I
the
mean, I
bottom
wanna
half
copy
of
mine.
the
something.
bottom
Yeah,
half, I just
that'd
don't
be
know
good.
what it would be right
a
now.
centaur?
Yeah.
Centaur.
If I could be a centaur, I'd be a centaur.
Okay. All right. Would you rather have no fingers or no elbows?
No elbows.
Yeah, no elbows. I need my fingers.
No elbows.
I need my
I
fingers.
don't know. I
too.
can reach my guitar.
Well, would it just be like a
Just be
noodle
like one
arm?
long straight arm, no bending.
Oh, but it wouldn't just be like a noodle.
You'd kind of like be one of those,
No, you just
those
wouldn't have an
flapping
elbow.
things that
Yeah, I think you're making
used
that
car
because
lot.
even with like noodles and shit, you don't have.
Be like long. Well, maybe.
It'd just be like floppy.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I think if you don't have elbows, it's straight.
Yeah, I don't think you could bend your arm.
Because you
No,
still,
so you
still
still
have
have
bones.
all of the bones. Okay.
Yes. You just don't have a joint.
But if you, what are we gonna do without fingers?
You got to have fingers.
You can.
I'd rather have no elbow.
Oh,
No elbow.
Hey, there you go.
but could you get a prosthetic that
Elbow?
has
No.
fingers?
I don't even know what the question was.
I thought you were gonna say a prosthetic elbow.
No,
I was
you
like,
can't.
wait, break my arm
That
here,
has
and then put a
fingers.
prosthetic elbow in.
I'm gonna go no fingers.
Hit my arm and made me lose my spot. And it
I'm
was
gonna go
like-
no fingers with that one.
Luckily, you have an elbow.
Or a finger to scroll. Would you rather have one nipple or two belly buttons?
Oh my god.
Who
One nipple.
cares? One nipple.
No, I have this really weird thing with my belly button.
Me too. I find your belly button to be totally weird.
You can't like if anything gets close to it, it is like such an uncomfortable feeling for me. So to have two of them
Like that?
would be.
If we were to
horrible.
like kind of poke at it.
So we're
No,
going to cut this
don't
out
do that.
too. But this is Jason's newest thing.
No.
So
We're not
not
doing
only
that.
Right?
It's not new. I've been doing it for like a year.
I'm aware of this.
not only
No, that is actually like a phobia of mine.
Does it?
You know the worst? I just thought of the worst thing you could ever do to Nisha. Set her belly button on fire. Stick a flaming prod into her belly button.
so we
You're an
can't
asshole.
poke it,
You're an asshole.
fire it, or come up behind you and flail your arms around and dance.
But
Going
that's the
to
worst thing.
Michael's brick and mortar.
No.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Bringing a previous topic into
Would you
this.
rather have all the traffic lights you approach be green
Yes.
or never have to stand in line again?
You never have to stand in line again.
Never had to stand in line.
At least you're sitting
Well,
in
you
the,
know what? Well,
do I have the car that I have
Oh
now?
my god.
Yeah,
My
at
car
le-
gets horrible gas mileage, and the stop
does
and
your
go
does your
makes it even
phone
worse.
say in a parentheses Nisha has
Nisha
the
has
car
the
she
same
has
car.
now?
Nisha, you have a car that doesn't stall at stoplights and has AC.
Never stand in line with them. That's fine.
never stand in
I
line.
think
Never
I
stand in
would
line.
have green lights.
Me too. I think I go green light.
Red lights
I don't.
piss me off.
No, they're
Well,
horrible.
no. Is traffic considered standing in line?
No, that's not a green light or a red light. That's
No, I'm
just
saying.
cars.
Like, are you in line to go somewhere if you're like a mopac stuck
No,
in traffic?
you were.
Imagine going somewhere, whether it's an amusement park or a brick and mortar or anywhere, and you just go
Just
right through.
And that one time a year is fabulous.
Airports,
And the
theme
300
parks.
and the
Grocery stores.
365
Grocery stores.
days a year that you drive and are stuck in traffic.
I would always go to theme parks if I never had to stand in line.
I would say-
I
that
do
That would be
not.
awesome.
I'd be at Schlitterbahn all the
Yeah,
time.
I do not think it's worth the price half the time having to stand
Just
in line.
wait
Okay,
in line.
so
in
in the spousal world, does that mean I never have to stand in line because I'm with him?
And I don't have to
And
have
you-
green light. She'll be driving everywhere.
Yeah, I'll just drive everywhere.
Worked out nicely.
13. Okay.
All right, good topic.
I guess none of us are standing in line anymore.
I'm never sitting at a red light. I don't mind lines.
That is a lie.
Red lights suck, but it gives me time to change my radio station.
At least you're sitting and listening to what you want to. In line, you're just kind of stuck there.
Mm-hmm. Bring a book. You'll survive.
No.
Would
It's the words.
oh, words. I forgot.
Oh my god.
Would you rather 5% of the population have telepathy or 5% of the population have telekinesis? You are not a part of that 5% that has
I think.
telepathy or telekinesis.
You know what the difference is?
Yes.
And what is it? We all know. For the listener.
For the listener.
This sounds very familiar, doesn't it?
Well, Mike, since you
Our
asked,
listeners are curious, aren't they?
Mike, since you asked, telepathy, you can read minds.
Yes.
Telekinesis,
You can move stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
I know what it was. I was just saying it for the listener.
I would rather 5% have telekinesis. I don't like to talk about my
Yeah.
feelings, okay? I don't want people...
you don't have to talk about them. They'll just know.
You'll just
No. I'd rather just keep my
I'd rather
secrets.
just keep it all bottled up.
And then
nobody
everybody else can be pissed off at me because I don't talk about my feelings.
Jacinto?
knows. Telekinesis.
Telekinesis. I'm on the same
They
page.
could actually help me out at some time. Hey man, you one of those 5%?
Hey, can you move?
Can
Can
you
you
move that?
move
Help
this
me with
really
that?
heavy
Move that over for
object?
me?
Yeah. Get this tree off my fence, type of thing.
Let's knock it out.
Would you rather become twice as strong with both of your fingers stuck in your ears or crawl twice as fast as you can run? I don't understand.
Neither.
So would you rather do this and become
And
super
be-
strong?
but
or do
you
rather
have-
be able-
But you're stuck in your ears.
but they're stuck. Or
Correct,
would you rather
yeah.
just be able to crawl
Twice as
faster
fast.
than you can run?
But there are
I'd
also...
rather be able to crawl fast.
Crawl.
What if you don't have knee pads?
Ooh.
No.
You
I'd
would
rather- I'd still
eventually
be-
get
I'd still
You
rather
calluses.
better run often or crawl
You don't have
often.
to crawl all the time. It's just when you do, you get away. Really
That's
quick.
true.
You're running away from like
Like,
the zombie
You're not going to let
apocalypse.
me. I'm going to crawl. Ah! Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with crawling, too.
Crawl.
Just wear 2 pairs of pants.
And you'd sweat a lot.
And
And it would limit your range of motion, too.
True.
But he can
2
hear.
sweatpants.
He won't have fingers stuck in his ears.
Yes. Exactly. I'll be like, huh? You want me to bench press what?
So
I can't hear.
you
my-
could be very strong,
my
but
ear.
you don't have access to your arms, and you're deaf.
All right. Would you rather live 500 years in the past or 500 years in the future?
Future.
Future.
Future. The 500 years from the past, that's probably pretty rough.
Yeah.
I mean, we are.
We go
all
back and
like
all of our fucking immunity things would be going.
You were to say
You
maybe
get the
50
Black Plague, polio, everything at the same
maybe
time.
50 years in the past, maybe. But 500 years and no.
Well,
No.
I don't even think I'd want to go back 50 years.
I'd do 50 years.
As a woman,
Yeah,
Well, as a
right.
woman, yeah.
Well,
y'all-
you would think as a white man that we'd be like,
especially,
yeah, 50 years in the past,
especially
but
a
man.
gay woman, 500 years in the future.
Well, Jay and I are going
Can
to
you
take a
imagine,
trip
like-
back.
I'm,
We're going
I'm
back.
going to the future.
And we're going back. I'd like to visit for a length of my choice, but
All right. Would you rather eat an egg with a half-formed chicken inside
okay.
or eat 5 cooked cockroaches?
I'd rather eat 5 cooked cockroaches. Can you imagine a half a fucking chicken?
Do you need the bucket, Nisha?
Yeah, the cockroaches would probably be good.
These were so.
I've seen Fear Factor. I'd rather.
Well, the egg is part of Fear Factor as well.
Oh, no.
Somebody ate a half cooked, half formed
I
egg.
didn't watch every single episode, but it's like a Chinese delicacy or something, isn't it?
Probably.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
that's
that's a
disgusting.
thing. That's a thing.
It's not okay.
I would think I would go cockroaches, even though that
Well, I
sounds
don't date Chinese people
horrible
anymore.
to me.
Cockroaches.
And cockroaches are the one, like, I can handle anything, but cockroaches is the one thing, and I think I'd have to go cockroaches.
Yeah,
They're cooked, though. so
because
they're
the
good.
little baby bird has feathers. I don't want to eat feathers
And a little beak.
and a beak. Oh.
Crunchy. Plus little bones.
as a little crunch to the meal.
Good time.
All right. Would you rather live in a haunted house where the ghosts ignore you and do their own thing, or be a ghost in a house living out a pleasant and uneventful week from your life again and again?
So a ghost
Haunted house
living
where
the
the
same
ghosts
week
leave
over
you
and
alone.
over.
A ghost, so you are
You're
a
the
ghost in the
ghost.
house and you're living the same week over and over.
You're in Groundhog Week.
Yes, but you're a ghost.
Right. Ghost
Or
groundhog.
would you rather live in a haunted
Next movie.
house where the ghosts ignore you and just do their own thing?
That may be
Totally
happening
A.
right here
I
while
mean-
we're recording.
The haunted
is-
house where the ghosts are doing their
I'm
own
with
thing.
you.
100%.
Yes.
For sure.
Do you guys
Absolutely.
Do you guys believe in ghosts?
Yes.
Niche?
I want to say yes, but I'm not certain.
Me too.
There are things that happen, I'm like, ghost. And
We're
then
gonna
I'm
have
just like,
that. That's gonna be a
seems
topic
weird.
on a future podcast. We have a different desk
bring the
on.
other.
I would like to believe
You
in
can still be
ghosts.
on
I
the
like
same.
the idea of
He'll be
them.
on as well. Do you believe in ghosts, honey?
I have never experienced a ghost.
Nothing
I'm sure
weird
they're
or
there.
anything?
I don't think so.
Have you ever experienced anything?
No, I've been in some situations that have felt odd that I can't really explain, but you know,
Like name one. Tell us one.
well, we were at the Driscoll. Okay, the Driscoll
Oh.
in
Haunted.
Austin. The
Yep.
Driscoll is a
Old hotel in
an
Austin.
old, supposedly haunted hotel in downtown Austin on 6th Street.
Yeah.
And there's a particular room on, I forget what floor, but where a lot of this originates from. And if you go up to that particular room in the hallway, if you stand in front of the door,
There's a certain
for
room.
me, when you stand in front of that door, it just felt really, really strange. And so I think there's, I think there's something to it.
I'm pretty convinced that my place down south, my last place down south, was haunted.
Why?
Well, I had 3 roommates, and one thing may have just been coincidence, but one thing was actually like it doesn't make any sense. So in my roommate's bathroom, they used an alarm clock strictly for a clock. They never touched it because they don't sleep in their bathroom. They never set the alarm, and then in the middle of the night, it's blaring. It's like the alarm starts going off, and it's on like volume 11. It's loud. It wakes all of us up, and they all go in there and like, what the hell? We never set it was an old alarm clock, which maybe there was some like short or something. I don't know, whatever. But they only ever used it to see the time, and it started blaring in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So
So
it was weird.
I had one thing happen to me when I was a kid, which was probably just all in my mind. But I was living in Germany, and I woke up and I felt like somebody was there, and my parents were sleeping in their bedroom, and my sister was still like 3 or something, so she was asleep, and I was sitting in my bed, and I just heard, "Hey," and I was like, when I got up and I looked around for my parents, and I heard, "Hey." And so at that point, I said, "Okay, well, time to go to my parents' room." But my mom has a really good story. When we were stationed in Georgia, my dad was in the Army, and we were living on Fort Benning. And it was the anniversary. It was either my grandmother's birthday or the anniversary of her death. But my mom, she was the only person in the house. And she was in the kitchen, and there was like a living room that was not, like you had to go down the hall to get to the kitchen. It was just her by herself and my brother, who was 3. Or no, it was an infant. And he was kind of sitting in his little playpen thing or whatever. And my mom said she had some country station on that was like 108 something or whatever. And she was sitting there in the kitchen cooking something. And she said she just started daydreaming and thinking about her mom. She's like, oh, it was my mom's birthday. And she started kind of spacing out thinking about her mom. And when she came to, she looked over at my brother, and he was sitting there. And then when she kind of got her bearings, she said all she heard was static. And she went into the living room, and the needle was pinned all the way at the other end of the radio. And so she was like, there was no way anybody could have touched the radio. So she was convinced that it was her mother. Like, because she had zoned out and was at the exact time she was thinking about it, the radio changed on her.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to hear ghost stories.
Yeah.
They're a lot of fun.
You got anything, anybody?
I don't. Like, I
Not
in
a
some
believer.
way, wish I do.
Do you
Or wish I did.
believe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I don't.
I think they exist. I have no experience or proof that it does, but I like to think that they do. And it's the same, the ghosts, spirits, I'll get into the angels, like there are people around us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to come back and haunt you.
You
You
should.
do every day, honey. You do every day.
Hit him. Slap him. Punch him.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
Punch him.
That's my ghost
You're
stripper.
an ass.
So you were at the Driscoll. You were at your apartment.
It was a duplex.
Your
Of
duplex.
course, the Driscoll is a pretty
That old duplex.
The Driscoll's a pretty active spot, so it wasn't anywhere that just, at home or anything. So
Right.
I kind of went asking for it, I guess.
Yeah, you brought that on yourself.
I did.
Those spirits.
Well, I went on the ghost tour around Austin one time, and
We should
good?
do that.
It's fun, actually. It's a good one.
it's fun, but it's like you don't go experience anything. Like the weirdest one that they told us about was, I think it was a speakeasy, right? The one with the closet that has red light in it.
Yeah.
It's like a dark red light, and it's an employee closet where a bunch of supplies are. Anytime they tried to change that red light out into like a white light so they could see better, it would never work. If they tried any other color, it would not work. It would only work with red lights. Really? But it's like they didn't take us inside, they didn't show
The
us,
ghost
and so
was
it's
a
just like
photographer, and that was his.
you stand on the outside, and
the ghost tours in Austin, they're more of a historical.
yeah,
Really,
yeah.
of
now we're getting
It
into
was
but
it was nice.
the dirty. Would you rather?
but there's actually
see.
a number of spots in Austin that are
Pretty
active,
haunted, yeah.
supposedly.
The firehouse right downtown, obviously.
All right, Mike. You wanted questions
I
of a more.
Perverse.
of a
Nature?
more what our listeners are asking for.
This is specifically for
I'm
Michael.
here for you guys.
Would you rather have vaginas for ears or an ear for a vagina?
Would you rather have two vaginas up here, or an ear down here?
No.
I guess it would be your wife's vagina would be an ear.
Well, okay? So the question is, would I rather have vaginas where I have ears, or
Yes.
where I would have a vagina have an ear?
Yes.
Yes.
I want whatever something can go in. So that would mean I'd have vaginas as ears. Is that right?
Yeah.
I would go the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can imagine he's been masturbating all day long. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
I would just have people
Nisha, you
banging
did
each
not
side
have
of
to
my
answer the
head.
question.
Should be rubbing my head all day long.
Well,
Oh, my
change
ears.
the question to penises. What would it be then?
Okay, so I have. Well,
Penises hanging out.
yeah, I would have penises hanging out of my ears too.
My head hurts so.
That's a rough problem.
What is
isn't
that
it?
coming out of your? That's earwax.
Oh boy!
That's gross. Okay.
Can I do that for one day?
Yeah, for one day of the year, would you like
Try
to
it
have
out.
penis ears?
That's an easy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't waste our time.
Again, as a lesbian,
Yeah.
I would not want to replace
You would want penis ears?
with an ear.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Okay. Going back to the elbow finger question. Would you rather be without elbows or without knees?
Without elbows,
Without elbows.
you gotta walk.
You have to walk, yeah.
You can still walk.
Just look like Frankenstein.
Yeah, you
You
You would just be a lot slower.
not if I was crawling. That's
Twice as
fast.
fast. as
With
I
my-
ran.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
You're right.
With your vagina ears
My vagina
flopping
ears.
around. Or flat.
All right. This one's for Nisha.
Oh, jeez.
Would
Oh,
you
yeah.
rather have a large 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music or have accordions as legs?
That's sweet. The music.
Oh,
What the
this
fuck?
is
If I was a normal person, no, I think I'd rather have accordion for legs. That'd be really awkward. How long is the belly button? 10 inches?
Yes.
That'd be really awkward to just
10
have
inches.
a 10-inch thing sticking out of your stomach at all times. Well, I mean, accordion legs would be awkward too.
Would you rather have a dragon or be a dragon?
Have a
I'd rather
dragon.
have a dragon.
Have a dragon's good.
Yeah. You've never seen Game of Thrones.
No, but I will be
Have a dragon.
starting that.
Would you rather be able to change the past or be able to see into the future?
See the future.
See the future. I don't know. Change the past.
though,
Work pretty
man.
good
You
too.
know.
though.
Imagine how different your life could be.
I was leaning towards change the past
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah,
I
shit,
would make
maybe
a
I'm
lot of
leaning that
different
way now.
decisions.
Because you could change the past, and you could change your future by changing
Yeah.
the
by
past.
changing-
But you don't know how your future would change.
Is that a paradox?
I think so.
Nah,
It's a
I would.
paradox.
It's a
I would change the
butterfly
past.
effect.
Yeah, I would
I'm
definitely
Ashton
change the past.
fucking
Yeah,
Kutcher in
Ashton
this.
Kutcher butterfly effect, not the sequels.
Yeah.
Well, Katie,
Whoa.
as our special guest today, and it pains me to say that, we will let you go first because now we've reached the part of the show where we rant over something. No,
You got something.
we don't rant. We do rant.
Anything.
We
It doesn't
do.
have to be violent or anything. You just,
We're going to allow you if you
Something
would
that
like.
bothers
If you
you.
would like to rant with us today, you're welcome to rant with us. There may be nothing you'd like to rant about.
Let's y'all go ahead and rant and let
Yeah,
me see
you
if
had
I
a
can
rant.
come up with
What's
a
your
rant.
rant?
I had a rant.
I hate my fucking
Can I-
accordion
can my-
words. That's a good one.
All right, for the boys.
Yeah, here we
Oh
go.
boy. Well, I
Would
guess we're
you
getting
rather
back.
have a
editing.
nipple-sized dick or dick-sized nipples?
Okay. Well. Oh my God.
You got to go nipple-sized, dick-sized nipples with that. Like,
You have
imagine-
to. You have to.
Essentially a micro, like a less than micro.
You
Like
have
you're
to.
wearing this shirt and like,
Well, you
Who
have
are you
to.
going to have
just
sex
deal
with if your penis is like a nipple?
who are you gonna have sex with if you have,
Hey, I'm
10
sure
inch.
there's somebody that's going to be like, "Whoa,
or
that's
sorry,
nice."
5-inch, 4-inch nipples?
How dare you?
No,
You've
you know,
never
as
seen
long as
my
it's an
nipple.
average nipple, then that's fine,
Yeah,
right?
it's an average size nipple.
It was only to the boys, but please feel free to answer.
We've decided we want longer nipples.
Longer nipples. But are they flaccid or are they erect?
Well, that's a good question too.
Erect is just like a weapon.
Either that or it's an opportunity.
That's true.
I'm gonna say dick-sized nipples. What just?
That's a good question though. Flaccid or erect?
Flaccid, because that's
No,
going to take
I'm
away
gonna
your
go back to
question to
erect.
Jason.
Hey Jay, so if your nipples were a penis, right, but they
Yes.
were erect, wouldn't
Yeah.
you take that as an opportunity? I mean, think about that.
I'll tell you what I do, man. 3 chicks at the same
Exactly. See, exactly. Yeah. It's
Speaking
an
of-
opportunity.
Speaking of threesomes,
Oh, boy.
Oh, Nisha, do you have something to
This
tell
is
us?
when our guest is going to be stepping
I was
out.
recently approached with the idea of a foursome.
Ooh.
Was it 4 chicks?
Yeah.
Did you turn it down?
It was more of a like we could definitely do this, and I'm like, I mean,
Was your girl involved in the foursome? Oh.
she was right
What
beside
did
me.
she say?
Was she okay with
She
it?
was okay with it.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, all right. Our next guest, our next podcast, we're going to have Kelsey on here. All right.
Yeah, she seemed okay with it. I don't know if I could do that though.
Come on,
Could you
Nish.
do a threesome?
Do it for the podcast.
Sorry, I don't think I could.
Do it for the podcast. Wait, were the other 2 chicks attractive?
Yes.
Okay, here, I got my
Damn
rant.
it. I got to go now.
I got my rant.
All right, we made it to the rant section of our
Yes,
show.
The best part. Mike? Rant away, my friend.
My rant's one we've talked about on a past show. I was over here today, or was headed over here today, and it's a Sunday, the day we're recording here. And I needed to stop and get some drinks. And you can't stop at a liquor store in Texas on a Sunday because they're closed. You can go to the grocery store anywhere after that, as long as it's afternoon, which luckily this was. But I'd prefer to run into a liquor store and just get it and get out of there instead of having to go to a whole damn grocery store. Anyway, I did. Of course, I got candy bars while I was at it, so thank you.
Did you have to stand in line?
I was only one behind, so not too bad.
You can go to a
But-
gas station too, right?
I would still prefer to have gone to a liquor store. Anyway, that's my rant. I wish I could go to a liquor store on a Sunday.
So you like going to liquor stores to buy beer, even though it's more expensive?
It depends on what liquor store you're going to, because there's some in town that are actually the same price or cheaper than a grocery store. The bigger liquor stores.
Are they? Oh, I didn't know that. For
Yeah.
beer?
Yeah.
Really? I had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Remember,
drink
that's
a
how
lot.
we bought most of our beer for the wedding, was at a liquor store. Because it was less expensive
Oh,
than...
yeah, that's
And I would
right.
prefer to do that, but we can't do that. So anyway, that's my rant.
Not on Sunday.
One we've covered in the past, but
Jesus'
something I had to
day.
deal
I
with
still
today.
Jesus
don't-
doesn't drink before noon.
I still don't
I guess
understand.
not.
Neither should you.
I mean, I realize
neither should you.
how it was
Especially
grandfathered
not
in
liquor.
I know.
old ass rules, but I don't get how all the other things in this world that have changed and been updated, that's not one of them.
Well, I have heard interviews from liquor store owners that some of them don't like, or some of them do like that they're closed on Sundays. Because it causes
what?
more
That-
competition and...
That actually bothers me less than the whole because we
Waiting till
get
noon
up
to
Sunday
buy beer.
morning, we go eat, we try to beat the rush to the store, or we're there
Right,
at 9:30,
right.
and it's like in some cases you can't buy it. And I'm like, well,
That is worse than the
Yeah,
liquor store.
that's
being
worse
closed,
than the
because you're
liquor
going to the
store
grocery
thing.
store anyway to beat
Yeah,
the rush,
that's a
like you
dumbass
said.
rule. Where did
And you
that
can't
rule
buy a
even come
6 or a
from?
12 pack or something, and
It's
you're
a
already
grocery
there.
store. Yeah,
It's a religious
stupid.
rule.
It's
You know how I
fucked
know
up.
about religion.
You know how I feel about religion. It's
Yeah, I
fucked up.
Wow.
I think we all know now how you feel about religion. Nish.
I don't enjoy religion.
Is this your rant?
Let me rant about religion.
Go on.
It's bullshit.
We
Really
need some
think
queso.
how to. We do need some queso.
You know, I am stretched thin at this place. But I edit, I mix, I upload. I don't have time to make queso, Mike. There's a Chewy's 5 minutes.
It provides
from
the
here.
electricity.
You can just melt some Velveeta.
I don't have Velveeta. I don't have time to go to ATV. I'm editing.
I have a rant.
It wasn't on the list this morning. We already went.
Damn it.
I have an actual rant.
Okay.
All right.
So it's a tiny thing, but so is
Give
all
yourself 5
of
seconds to lead in.
all of Mike's rants.
Nisha, do you have a rant?
I do have a rant.
All right, please.
So I just recently came across, and I don't come across this very often, I just thought about it, is the new beer top style is to have the full mouth beer, like, and the entire top comes off.
The wide mouth.
The wide mouth.
Hey.
Fuck the wide mouth.
I need a wide mouth. Hey-o.
I understand the reasoning behind it. It's supposed to, like,
It's not true, but...
kind of like a
Not that wide, just average
shotgunning
wide.
thing. I get it. It's supposed to come out faster, whatever. It's bullshit, because you try to walk with one of those while you're taking a sip and just goes down.
Where exactly do you walk with those?
Yeah.
And-
You're just like moseying, sir.
but where are you moseying?
Anywhere.
From your kitchen
Two
to
steps
your living
away.
room.
2 steps away, and if you were in marching
No.
band in high school, that shit will go all over
No.
your face.
No.
Are you drinking
You're not
a
in
beer
Vegas.
while in marching band
No,
in high
they
school?
just teach you how to
So,
walk
in high
smoothly.
school, kids don't drink wide mouth beer if you're in band.
No, I'm saying band is going to help. Marching band is going to help you.
Oh.
Because
Practice
they teach you how to walk
drinking.
smoothly.
Oh.
Were you in marching band?
I was, but I've been out of it for
3
a
years.
long
What
time.
did you
14
do?
years.
What did you do in marching band?
I played an instrument and I marched.
What did you
What'd
play?
you play?
Oh. What instrument did you play?
I played the trombone.
Oh. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed marching band too.
Did you feel pretty proficient in the trombone?
I was pretty proficient.
Could you still play the trombone?
I have it. I probably cannot still play it now. What the hell are you doing?
It's gonna go.
What else you got, Jay?
Did you forget all the songs?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did actually.
Just trying to make Mike laugh. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a fucking trombone. That's what I'm trying to find. I want to see this in action.
what was your
I
favorite
have
song to
one.
play on the trombone?
Actually, our set list my freshman year was my favorite.
What song?
I don't remember what they were, but the entire set list I liked.
Would you at least attempt to play one again if we were to be able to provide one?
I have one. I
has
said
a
it 3
trombone.
times. I have one.
What-
It's a,
could you bring this next podcast?
sure.
We're
If
gonna
you
have a
remind me.
trombone solo in the
If I don't get rid of
in
it
the
before
middle.
then.
Can I play my recorder?
Sure.
How is that going to be
We
played?
could duet.
You can also play your skin flute.
Ow!
That's not it.
That stays in.
We done.
Okay.
I think we're done ranting.
I'd like to thank everybody for listening.
I too would like to thank our guest. Well, she's here this time. Last time I thanked her when she left, and then I had to thank her again when she stepped back in the room. But I'll go ahead and thank her. She actually did a pretty good job today. She just read her lines and just let us comment. So good job. She might be on here again, maybe.
Y'all might
Anyway.
have to find a new place to host this podcast.
Good thing we're going on the road. Maybe.
starting next episode.
It'll be it might be 2 episodes from now.
2 episodes from now.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you for listeners.
Y'all's alright.
Y'all are dope.
Goodbye.
Look us up on Instagram at GodOffTopic, Facebook.com/GodOffTopic.
And please comment below. Who would you rather? Just whatever.
If you have a if then, whatever that
Who would
is,
you rather?
then leave us a comment.
See ya.
See you. Hey everybody, thanks for listening.
Hopefully we didn't offend.
But we probably did. Follow us on Facebook.
And Instagram.
This was
God Off Topic.
Anal
Anal.
jokes.